If you're not afraid to get a little controversial, then stay tuned. Hey everyone, welcome to this week's vlog. I believe it is vlog number 10, and it's actually Sunday night. I've never started a vlog on a Sunday night. But anyway, I thought I would just pull out the camera now and just get this vlog started for the week. I thought, since it's been a while and it's been a really long time since the whole coronavirus pandemic began, like our shelter in place began, that's why I started vlogging in the first place. And I vlogged our first 7 weeks of the lockdown, which is just looking back. I have so many thoughts, you guys. Looking back, I have hindsight now, perspective. I'm gonna be kind of going through all of that this week. This makes me look really washed out. Yeah, I'm gonna just be kind of taking you along as normal, but then also kind of discussing where we're at now with coronavirus, with COVID-19 and lockdown, and my thoughts on everything. So if you're not afraid to get a little controversial, then stay tuned. Or if you're just curious as to where my mindset is now, stay tuned. But I will put the playlist to the vlog series in the cards so that you guys can go check it out. But anyway, we've had a nice weekend. Went to church, which for those first many weeks of the lockdown, we were not able to go to church. Right now in California, I guess I'll just let you guys in on this tidbit. So at the end of June, actually June 13th was the first time that we went back to church in person. We've been going every Sunday since then, or every weekend. Sometimes we've gone to a Saturday vigil mass. We were able to go to church inside, right? Everything was socially distanced though. Every other pew was marked off, so you couldn't sit there. You had to be 6 feet away from people that are not in your family group. You have to wear a mask. They take your temperature at the door. They offer you hand sanitizer at the door. And then the health department of California put out an order or a mandate, I don't know what you even call it, guidelines telling houses of worship that singing and chanting were banned. 2 weeks ago, the governor of California ordered that certain businesses cannot have indoor operations. And that if you can have your operations outdoors, that's fine, but you can't have them indoors. And churches, again, or houses of worship, were on that list. It's really unfortunate if you're part of a church that doesn't have the capacity to do outdoor services. Fortunately, our parish does. We have a really beautiful courtyard, and so we've had outdoor mass for 2 Sundays in a row, and that will continue for as long as this order is in place. So I'm not going to get into all my thoughts on all of this stuff, but that's just that's where we're at right now. Restaurants are allowed to operate. Of course, carry out has always been okay. Actually, a little before at least Catholic churches opened, restaurants were allowing sit down. But then when the whole thing with churches started moving outdoors, then now restaurants, they can operate, but it can only be outdoor seating. I feel like I've just done a complete 180 since the beginning of this thing. So I just thought that I would kind of get the vlog off on that note. It's about, it's like 9:30 at night. Mark is up, probably, I think, doing schoolwork, and he's still doing remote learning, and they announced that for the fall quarter, they will still be doing remote learning, and then after that, he will have 2 more quarters. So his first quarter at Naval Postgraduate School was in person, so it was like January to March, and then March is when the lockdown started. Spring semester was online. The summer semester has been online, and then the fall semester will be online. So then he will have the winter semester and then the spring semester, and then he will graduate. So we'll see. We'll see if in January 2021 they go back. What else? Max is over 6 months old now. Actually, he's nearing 7 months. Oh my goodness, it's so crazy. Anyway, welcome to this week's vlog. Yeah, get ready for some opinions. Just to give you guys a little sneak peek. This is not like terribly messy, but these are Max's little toys here. I don't know if I've really showed this on any vlog. Before we just kind of had all his toys in that bin over there, but it was kind of messy, and I was trying to be more Montessori, And so I realized that we weren't using this wine rack for anything. And I think this is acacia wood. And so I thought, oh, let's use this as a shelf. So Zoe, what do you want? There's Zoe's bed. Yeah, this is my bed, but sometimes Max takes it over. Anyway, and then this is a bowl. My mom actually, I really need to do a video specifically on the activities and toys that he's playing with right now. But my mom, when my brother, sister-in-law, and niece came to visit, my mom sent these sensory fabrics. So she has a bunch of material, just leftover material. So I thought, hey, he loves the different textures of objects. Every few days, I kind of like change out the fabrics that are in this bowl, and then he can like kind of dump them out and play with the bowl. I've also been letting him play with this little silicone brush because that just kind of feels fun. And then he has also taken to taking the edges of his mat off and chewing on them. So he is so much fun. 6 months is such a fun age. So that's that. And then I'll show you guys the other thing that he has now. So here's this little toy that I bought him kind of as a 6 month old present, and I got this at Home Goods actually. This is the Melissa and Doug brand. Where's the, oh, here, Melissa and Doug. And this is a really, you know, high quality toy company here. This is what it is. Classic toy stacking train. It says ages 2+, but he totally plays with it. Melissa and Doug is a high quality, like, I guess it's not really strictly Montessori, but it's like Montessori inspired. A lot of the things are like Montessori-ish. But I really love wooden toys. I really try to stay away from like plastic toys, especially plastic toys that light up and play songs and stuff like that. Like kids, that's just very like overstimulating, and kids just don't need that. Oh, there's a blue thing. There we go. Isn't that cute? So I got this for him. It was like $12.99, and I think it's usually like $17.99. So they have a bunch of toys that are marked down. You know, sometimes when he's playing with it, I'll say like, oh, green, yellow, blue, you know, like try to teach him the colors. Choo-choo. So this is his little corner downstairs. Hey everyone, good morning and welcome to today's vlog. It's Monday, July 27th, 2020. And I just introduced the vlog last night, but we are getting our week started. Kind of a slow start to the day. Before I put my socks on, I roll this essential oil blend on my feet. This is from doTERRA. It's the On Guard Protective Blend, and it's really good for your immune system and staying healthy. And so I hope this is not gross. But basically, I just do a couple rolls on the bottoms of my feet. And ooh, look at, I'm almost out. I need to order some next month. Anyway, and so that's just kind of like a good immune system support. This is Max's new thing, is going after Zoe's bowls. We have to put her food bowl up there, but he loves the water. This is definitely new since the last vlog.
Hi, Bob.
He's been doing this for a few weeks.
What you doing? What you doing, buddy? What you doing? Oh, hi. Oh, hi.
Hey everyone, so I thought I would show you guys what I'm making for breakfast. It is, it's very late. It's more like brunch, I guess. But I'm making some oatmeal. I was taking kind of a break at one point from eating oatmeal every single day, and I usually do take a break, like at least one day a week I don't eat it. So anyway, another thing I've been adding into my oatmeal is flaxseed meal. So I kind of just sprinkle it on the top, 1 tablespoon, and it's also good, has like omega-3 fatty acids in it. It's also a good source of fiber. And then I am still being dairy free. Right now I'm eating this Forager cashew milk. It's vanilla bean, and it does have a little bit of cane sugar in it, but it is not sweet hardly at all. So yeah, I really like this, and I also really like the Whole Foods brand of almond milk yogurt. That's the other kind I usually get. And then I like putting cinnamon on top. I have frozen berries on the bottom that I defrosted in the microwave. Almost out of my granola. I've been having this grain-free granola from Costco, Autumn's Gold. It's really good. I was eating the Purely Elizabeth. Like when we first started doing the vlogs, I was using Purely Elizabeth, but they don't carry that anymore. They stopped maybe a couple months ago. So I like to sprinkle some of this on top. It's really yummy. It has like coconut flakes and everything. And then I've been having some of these sprouted pumpkin seeds as well, also from Costco. So sprouting your nuts and seeds makes the nutrients more bioavailable for your body and easier to digest. So I put some of that on the top, and I think we're done. There is my oatmeal. What do you want to say to the camera? Oh, your hair really has a red tint to it on this. It's not like, if you look at it in person, he definitely has blonde hair in with the brown, but I think he also has like reddish highlights, which is so funny because he definitely has blue eyes. He was getting fussy as I started eating, so I thought, oh, I'll hold him while I eat, but he's still fussing. You want to go down for a nap? Yeah, that's, he just fed, so he's not hungry. Say night night. Good night, YouTube. Time for a nap. Looks like the bud is up. He must be pretty happy because he's not crying. Hi. Are you happy? Yeah. Are you ready to get up? You had a great nap. I got some stuff done. Hi. Yeah. Is that right? Yeah. Aww. You look so grown up. I also wanted to give you guys a little tip. If you are looking for really good baby wipes and you have a Costco membership and you're not getting the Kirkland brand wipes, you're missing out. These things are so nice. First of all, it has this nice flip top so they don't get dried out, and it's really easy to close and open. Why do you have your pants by your neck? Anyway, I'm not going to pull it fully out, but they come out really easily. They stick together a little bit when you pull them out, but they're not bad. They are so, I guess I'll just pull it out. There. So look at how large. They're pretty large. They're very soft. Oh, they love the little designs. And they are wet enough to get the job done, but not sopping wet and not too dry. They are not thin. They are thick enough to really, you know, have some wiping power. And I really like them. They are fragrance free, paraben free, like free of all the bad stuff. And I am a fan. You can get them in a box. I have the box here. There they are. You get 900 wipes for, I believe it's like $17.99. It's under, or maybe it's $18.99. It's under $20. So it works out to be 20 cents, 2 cents per wipe. So I am a big fan. And I think we're going to try the Kirkland diapers next. Going to see how those are. What do you think? Yeah? They also have a great return policy. So if they're not good, then you can just take them back. All right. Do you want milk? Oh, he knows milk. Oh, look, he's trying to do it. Milk? All right, bud. What are you doing? Yeah, that's the router extender, the Wi-Fi extender. Hey. I know it has pretty shiny lights on it. Max, let's not do that. Why don't you go find Dada?
Can you say daddy? Can you say daddy? Look my nose. Look my face.
Hey everyone, it's about 5 o'clock and this little guy is being a little fussy, actually a lot fussy. Yeah, I just thought we would come outside for a little change of pace, huh? What do you think, Max? Do you like the grass? Oh yeah, those are ants. You see the little ants? Lately he has gotten really interested in like really tiny things. Not quite as small as ants, but like little buttons and just little details. Uh-oh, you don't want the ant to get on you. Yeah, see the little ants? They're not fire ants. Not like in Texas, you'd have to be super careful. Yeah, the grass feels really neat. It's very grassy. It's very rough and prickly a little bit. Grass. Grass. Are you trying to get Zoe to play with you? Aww, that's so nice. All right, here we are. And we're gonna do a workout here at the track. I've been coming here lately. Do light running and workouts. Max is just along for the ride. Kind of cloudy tonight.
What?
I'm vlogging. Hey, I'll just stroll. Do do do.
Well, what you're going to do is you're going to jog 200 meters and walk 200 meters. So you jog halfway around and walk halfway around. And you do that for 2 miles.
I just look like well, I like what I did last time.
I don't know, what did you do last time?
I did what I felt. I would walk around a whole time and then I would jog around a whole time. Alternate.
Okay.
But I guess what you're saying is basically the same thing. What do you think, Max? Your eyes are really blue. His eyes look really blue when he has this blanket. Alright, we'll walk first. Just warm up. You know, we've been working out for like a month now, I think. But it makes me feel better mentally. So that's worth it. Haven't really lost any weight though. What do you think, Max? Are you impressed with my running? This is not a jogging stroller, so sometimes the wheels kind of shake. The front wheels. Where's Mark? Mark is over there. He's a lot better at running than I am. Alright everyone, we just got back from our excursion, working out, and then we went to Whole Foods. I wanted to use the pickup, but I couldn't figure out how to use the coupon, the $10 off coupon. So I was like, what the heck? So I ran into Whole Foods. So I just want to show you guys what I got. So I got a nice head of, what is this called? Curly kale. Like your traditional kale. Got a few bananas. I got some fresh herbs for recipes. So we have some organic basil and organic thyme. And then I got some nutritional yeast for a recipe as well. Nutritional yeast is really good if you are dairy free but you want like a cheesy taste to something. It's kind of like a good substitute for Parmesan cheese, and there's B vitamins in there. And this one doesn't look like it has folic acid added. A lot of them have that. It was a little pricey. It was like $6.99, but I'd rather get that and not have the folic acid because that's a synthetic form of folate and I don't like eating that. Got some melatonin for Mark. He takes that at night. we love these Good Fat bars. They are on sale right now at Whole Foods, and they're keto approved, so that's great for Mark, and I eat them too. They do have a little bit of whey protein powder in them, which I'm avoiding dairy for the most part, but I just have them not every day, but they're nice for a protein snack. I usually get almond milk at Costco, but we were totally out and we haven't gone to Costco yet this week, so I got some of the unsweetened vanilla. Got more of this cashew milk yogurt. I think I showed this to you guys earlier today. And then, this is like a treat for myself. I saw this sprouted cacao O's, toasty organic whole grain cereal with rich cacao. I don't know, I just felt like eating some cereal. And I like that it's sprouted, so it makes it a little slightly more healthy. So that was our haul from Whole Foods today. And we also got sparkling water. This is Mark's fave. Good morning, everyone. It is Tuesday, July 28th. We are having another late start, although it actually started quite early. I think it was like a little after 7 o'clock. Here's what I'm cooking. I have some kale and bell pepper that I'm gonna be sauteing up and then eating with some sausage. I actually stripped one of the, gave him one of the stripped kale stems, and he is gumming on it. At first, I don't think he really liked it, but I think maybe it's like cold on his gums, so yeah. What do you think? Do you like it now? Yeah. He's had kale before. Oh my goodness. He's had kale before in a pouch, a food pouch by Serenity Kids. It was with beef and sweet potato, and I love their stuff because they don't use fruit in them, and so they're not really sweet. I am going to continue cooking. I've also been listening to talk radio, the Texas channel that I used to listen to when I lived in Texas through iHeartRadio, and I've been listening to Rush Limbaugh about just everything that's going on right now. I will get to my thoughts on everything, but he's talking about the hydroxychloroquine thing, and I don't know what y'all think about that, but I have my own thoughts on that as well. So I'm gonna continue cooking and listening, and I will check in with you guys in a little bit. Oh yes, and I'm drinking lemon honey water. Hey everyone, so it is about 3:20 p.m. and I'm finally eating lunch. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I have hardly gotten anything done today. Actually, haven't gotten anything productive done, other than like Max and spend time with him. But as far as like working on my podcast or YouTube or my business, whatever, nothing. I've actually, while I was eating breakfast, like a really late breakfast, my mom called and we were just talking about all sorts of different things. One of the things we were talking about was the whole mask mandate, which it seems, I read a list recently of all the states that have some kind of mask wearing mandate because of COVID. Let me know in the comments down below what state you live in, or maybe what country you live in if you're not in the US, and what mask wearing looks like for you. Is it like a statewide thing, or is it like regional? Is your governor left it up to each county or city? I'm just really curious because here in California, we have had a statewide mask mandate. I don't know for sure if there is like an exemption for, like I know in Texas, which is where my family's at, if there are counties that have like, I don't know if it's 0 cases or like under 20 cases or some active cases, then they can be exempt from wearing masks, something along those lines. So I don't know if California's like that, where if there's a certain area, then you don't have to do mask wearing, but at least where we are, it is mandatory in order to go into businesses, go to church, or even be outdoors if you can't socially distance, like if you can't be 6 feet away from other people outside of your household. So anyway, just curious as to what other people are doing. And I guess this would be a great time. I'm eating at my meat right now, eating at this leftover pork from the weekend. I guess this would be a great time to talk about the whole mask thing and how my thoughts and feelings have evolved over this whole thing. So the other night I was actually looking back on some of my first vlogs that I did back in mid-March when this whole shelter-in-place COVID crap went down. And if you are not new, you will know that I was pretty on board at first. I pretty much had bought into everything. I was like, you know what? Well, even at first, this goes beyond the masking. Masks didn't become mandatory, I think, not until May. So at the very beginning, masks were not mandated, and they were not even recommended by the experts. They said, don't wear a mask. Well, at the very, very beginning, like when everything was starting to emerge, like in February, I was very skeptical, actually. I was like, this is no worse than the flu. This is nothing to worry about. It's not going to get bad. I was trying to be dismissive, and I wasn't, seemed like there was a lot of fear out there, and I really didn't want to buy into the fear. Then I kind of came around and, you know, everything started shutting down. I was like, well, you know, the 15 days to slow the spread or stop the spread. I forget exactly what the wording was, but remember when it was only supposed to be 15 days? That seems like forever ago. I basically, the short story is, I pretty much bought into it. I bought into the shutdown. Looking back, I think I genuinely bought into it. But I also think that it was a way for me to cope. It was like a coping mechanism, because I think if I saw things back then, how I see things now, which I will get into, the way I handled it was like a coping mechanism, like mentally, because if I would have had the outlook that I have now, it would have been just really hard to accept that this was being done to us. So I convinced myself that it was necessary and good in order to not feel any like dissonance. I don't know if you call it cognitive dissonance, maybe you could call it cognitive dissonance, but to not feel any conflict, like, oh no, the government is suppressing me. Okay, my battery died. Sorry guys. So yeah, I think that it felt, I guess, easier to convince myself that it was good, instead of feeling like, oh no, I'm being suppressed by the government and it feels like there's nothing I can do about it. I did look at it as an opportunity to exercise patience and kind of sacrifice how life was. And also life, like I reiterated in many of my vlogs, life didn't really change that much for me because I was staying home a lot anyway. Now I like miss being able to go out and be normal. But back then, you know, I mean, Max was only 2 months old. We really hadn't established much of a social life, and I was just like content to be at home with him. Now I'm like really craving social interaction and being with other moms and babies and stuff. And I do like hang outside with some neighbors sometimes, but definitely not enough. Then the mask mandate came like 2 months after the whole shutdown started. At first, I was even going along with that. I was like, okay, you know, this is the latest thing to protect ourselves. But then I started to just hear conflicting information, and I started to really open my eyes to what was going on. Then this whole, you know, justice for George Floyd, which turned into, you know, the Black Lives Matter stuff taking over, and just this whole, and now, so that's been going on for almost 2 months. So we had coronavirus for really intense for 2 months, and then we had George Floyd / BLM / Marxism starting in our country for the past 2 months. And personally, I think that Marxism and the BLM movement is a bigger threat to America than the coronavirus. And I know I'm getting into, you know, controversial waters here, but it is my vlog, and if you don't like it, well, too bad. All that stuff happening really opened my eyes to actually what was going on with COVID and how that was being handled, especially like several months after it had all started. And it originally was only supposed to be 15 days and then 30 days and then, you know, on and on and on. Yeah, and so now my position is with the mask wearing, I don't like it. I think that people should be free to decide if they want to wear a mask, if it's beneficial for them. I was watching a video by the Patriot nurse and she was talking about this. So I really don't think that the government should be mandating us to wear masks. I do not agree with that at all. It's very eye-opening to see just how all of us have gone along with all this stuff, or much of us, you know, including myself, buying into it. And yeah, it's kind of scary. So I'd love to hear where you guys stand on the mask thing. If you think the government should be mandating it, if the governors should be mandating it, or if you think that the free market should decide, if individuals and private entities should say what they want to do. But it's very hard to know like what exactly can be done if, you know, we don't like something that's going on. Anyway, I'm gonna go eat my lunch, but I guess you could call me an anti-masker. I know that might sound weird coming from a nurse. I do know how to properly wear a mask. We were trained in nursing school how to properly put on and remove a mask and other PPE. And there's a very specific way to do that. In nursing, you typically would not wear a mask all day on your shift. You would wear a mask in certain situations and then you would take it off, and then when you would go back into a situation like that, you'd put a new one on. Whereas people now are just putting on a cloth mask, not even surgical mask, a cloth homemade mask, and wearing it maybe all day at their job. That's not the same as a nurse or a doctor wearing a surgical mask in a specific situation for a limited amount of time, right? With the proper training to be able to don and doff it. So there's that. You can't legislate or mandate how people wear a mask, right? You can't mandate that they wear it correctly. Whether or not it's their free will choice in how they're wearing it, some people just don't know how to wear it properly, or even to put it on or take it off properly. And then you're touching your face. I mean, I do it myself. You know, you touch your face, you're wearing it for a long time, you're in a store, you get an itch on your face, you know, whatever. Yeah, there's a lot of problems with the mask thing. So that's my thoughts, and I'm gonna go eat my pork tacos.